KFAN.com/watch is where you can find it. It's all thanks to Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed.
Send me a link, Zyko.
Internet that's everything you imagine, and then some. Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed. Sign up today and get internet with a price for life. Keep your internet service monthly rate for as long as you keep your plan. Internet service monthly rate subject to continued plan availability.
Heat waves in several North American cities. Climate scientists from World Weather Attribution say the heat wave that recently baked the north and central U.S. was 35 times more likely due to human-induced climate change. It's too late. Can you imagine how hot it would be? I'm sorry, let me rewind. How hard it would be to live in Las Vegas with this kind of heat every day.
There's no
every
way.
day, the heat. Every day. And imagine you're somebody whose life, you're a construction worker, and that's what you do, and you love working, and you love building houses, you love your job, but you have to go outside every day in this.
No.
Oh, my gosh.
How much of the construction work is done overnight in Las Vegas?
That's a great question.
That's just what I was
would
gonna
wonder.
say.
I would think it would almost have to be.
I was there during record heat a couple weeks ago, and there was construction going on in that new place between Planet Hollywood and Canes on the Strip there, that new huge bar place.
A giant mall.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be cool.
It looks so much better.
It's going to be really cool.
Yeah.
I can't wait for it
Used to be a slum right
That's
there.
all that
But
night,
there was people working on that, and there was people working in the middle of the hot summer day, tearing down Tropicana. And I could not feel worse for those people, man. That sucked.
By the way, I saw that as well. Interesting how they're dismantling the Tropicana as opposed to just knocking it down, right? Or doing the whole.
They do that
They're
first.
like taking it piece by piece.
Right, they're
or
doing
what?
it piece by piece before the implosion.
And then they do the
Right.
implosion afterwards.
So
yeah.
it's weird to watch them gut it because it looks like they're going to take it, in 1,000 pieces.
I wonder.
Don't know when they're actually going to take it down, but geez, that was long overdue.
I wonder how well the Grateful Dead are selling at the Sphere.
Very well. I think
Oh,
they
are they
just
really?
added shows.
How long or how?
How well?
Oh, I bet it. I mean, all of the older deadheads are like rich and, that they're going.
Yeah, I
I mean,
guess that's true.
That's like
right.
it's an older crowd. So
No
it's.
doubt, yeah.
Pilgrimage.
Well,
think
yeah,
about-
the
think about-
tie-dyed shirts were everywhere,
Yeah. No
kidding?
everywhere
Yeah.
last
Oh, wow.
week.
I
I
think
saw a
North Face
million
Dave's
Grateful
went
Dead
to see 'em at the Sphere.
T-shirts.
I think they added more shows because of the demand.
Oh, no kidding. Good for them, man. Hey, speaking of concerts, I want to say this because for our buddies down in Mankato, the the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band was supposed to play at the Vetter Outdoor Amphitheater tonight. They're moving her indoors. So it's going to be the potential bad weather in case you haven't heard yet and you have tickets to tonight's show. I love the Vetterstone Amphitheater, by the way. Love that place. That's where you went. You and Nordo came to see my show and you just ate while I was on
we
stage.
just ate. Yeah, that
right.
sounds like what we would do. Yeah,
Yeah, gave you backstage passes and you ate all the food for the bands.
all of it.
I'm
We just kept eating.
Anyway, the concert will be held tomorrow night at the Mayo Center Clinic Event Center, set to begin at 7:30. So if you had tickets for Nitty Gritty Dirt Band outside, you're going inside. It's fun. Sorry, guys. That's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool. Got to do what you got to do, right?
That's right.
That's right.
That's right. I saw Willie Nelson there.
Yes, I would.
Yeah, you and I. Why
Yeah.
were?
Well,
yeah.
I opened the
No,
show.
you opened the
Radical
show. That's
Club
right.
opened the show.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
He was very, very nice to us. One of the most incredible things. That's one of the few times in my life where I was standing beside somebody going, I can't believe this is a real person. That's really Willie Nelson. That's like standing beside George Washington. You know what I mean? It's like, I can't believe I'm standing here. This person's real.
Does he play all the hits?
Oh, yeah. Every song he plays. And he plays the guitar. And
Yeah.
his entire road crew's been with him for 50 years. They had a bus that they had put 3 million miles on, and it was a new one for them. Like, that's all they do is tour. Incredible.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a
Is
show,
he in
wasn't it,
his
Ben?
90s?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. He's like a character version of Mel Brooks in Spaceballs. Like his ears are so long.
Yeah.
His face is just sort of melting.
He's so old.
I know he's so old.
91.
Yeah,
He's
so
still
old.
out there.
Ben, since you're a big Spaceballs guy, we talked about this a day or two ago. Did you see they're going to make another one?
Heck
with Josh
yeah,
Gad?
Josh Gad.
You're in?
Oh, 1,000%.
Oh, you're in? Okay.
Yeah. No, are you guys out?
I
think it's not.
I am skeptical that they can pull this off without Mel Brooks directing it. That's the kicker to me. Is it's not a Mel Brooks movie. I think isn't he a part of the production or something? Which
Yeah.
means he might just
See, I
be
didn't know that.
financially
He's
tied.
99, I think.
But he might be financially tied into it, but he's not
Yeah.
directing it.
Yeah, well, I mean, again, he's 99.
He's
Well, look,
97.
I
He'll
don't
be
know.
98 in a week.
I feel like it's been long enough that I don't think I'm going to look at it and say like, oh, it's got to be this like amazing sequel to the first one. It's not like it came out 5 years later and you still have just like the reverberation of like how good the first one was. Like, I don't know.
Almost 40 years ago, right?
Yeah.
87-ish, 88-ish maybe.
God, it's so good.
What's his best film? Mel Brooks.
Oh, Mel Brooks. Well, it's either
It's Blazing Saddles.
it's Young Frankenstein for me.
That's very good. Yeah.
I love that show.
I think the only one that I've seen is Blazing Saddles. I don't think I've ever seen Spaceballs or Young
Spaceballs is
Frankenstein.
great. Rick
Yeah.
Moranis steals every scene as Dark Helmet.
So good, dude. He's so good. Oh my God, it's so good. That's so dumb though.
Ludicrous speed.
Oh, you're not gonna do it. It's so dumb.
He's such an
His
idiot.
helmet's
Yeah.
so big. Just that simple thing. Just how big his helmet is.
And it doesn't stay up. Yeah.
When that one guy says, "My brain is going into my feet."
It's so dumb. It's so dumb.
Everything about it, it's
I
so
know.
dumb, but that's the best part.
One of the greatest scenes in the history of comedies when they're, quote, combing the desert.
Oh, it's the best.
And Max, you would love it. So there's a couple of guys with actual combs combing the dirt, and then the third guy has a pick, and and they're like, "What about you guys? You found anything?" And this guy just goes, "We ain't found S."
Well, racially, it's funny because it's a black guy
It's a
that
black
says
guy
it,
with a pick.
With a pick.
We
yeah.
ain't found
I'm gonna
S.
turn the mics off and play it for you.
Oh,
I was like,
God. It's so good.
Yeah. You think about every single scene,
Oh, man.
and it's so good.
I love that movie. I've seen it 30 times, maybe 40.
Yeah.
look how big his desert helmet is.
Comb the desert.
Yeah. And they're literally, he was so
combing
good
the
at
desert.
literal humor, which made it's brilliant. Yeah.
Nothing yet, sir.
Just watching the reaction.
Not a thing, sir.
That's genius.
What are you guys doing? We're combing the desert.
He's so mad.
You know, what about you guys? Nothing yet, sir.
And then zoom in on the guy's face. We ain't found
You know what it reminds me of? He's
so mad.
It reminds me of Hungry Girl.
Correct. Exactly.
You know who's if
I'm
they
so mad.
they got to get JB Smoove to do something like that to the new
Oh, that'd be good.
Spaceballs.
He would be good.
Just
for
he
that.
does like one little cameo appearance or
Oh,
something
Hungry
like that.
Girl is one of the hardest I've ever laughed in a film. I was talking to the
I was
horse.
talking to the horse.
So good.
or when the sheriff says good morning to that lady in Blazing Saddles.
Oh my!
Up yours. Yeah, Blazing Saddles is so good.
Where are the white women at?
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Ain't found us. The sheriff. So.
dude! Look at Dark Helmet's desert hat. Ben, look behind you, Ben. Look.
Yeah.
So stupid.
Look at his helmet. It's so dumb. But you know what's weird about Mel Brooks movies, man? Like, how many movies have you seen that were this silly and it wasn't funny because it was just dumb? Somehow it's smart. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
right.
I can't explain
Yeah.
it. Really
Yeah.
good. Anyway, there you go. We should do some sports. I need to watch that film again.
It's time for Fan 5, brought to you by Builders and Remodelers.
Thanks to
Thank you,
builders
builders.
and remodelers. All right, let's talk about a couple of bets we have. Sauce, Stanley Cup Final, Game 6. Tomorrow, Florida at Edmonton, 7 o'clock. We have a $500 bet every year, Parrish versus the Field. This final has one of each because Parrish was a Florida Panther. He was not an Edmonton Oiler. So I have the Oilers, you have Florida. Florida's up 3-2, but Edmonton, red hot, and
Red hot.
going home tomorrow night. So if they win Game 6, it would be 3 straight wins, and we'd have a Game 7 in Florida.
Yeah, we talked about it on Tuesday after that one game, and Zacho basically made the point where, like, Florida looked dead, but they found some momentum in that third game, right? I mean, Kachuk was great. They looked like they were, like, this was going to be a runaway train because they, given up 13, and they've scored 1. They were outscored 13-1. But Florida has found some momentum, but, man, That Oilers team is playing downhill. That's how good they are.
Yeah, I mean, this is a tough train to stop at this point, and it has been. We saw during the regular season, the Oilers lost 3 games in a row 3 times, and all 3 times they won at least 5 in a row. And they look like the team that did rally their way back. So, home game on Friday. Betts is a big bet the road team guy. For some reason, it has been a little difficult here for the home team to win this series. So, in these playoffs every year, it's tough. So, it's not a guaranteed win for Edmonton, but you'd like to think they'll hold serve and force a Game 7 back in Sunrise.
More importantly, Sauce, our other bet. I bet you that somebody from Minnesota would win a bracelet this year at the World Series of Poker. Our guy, Aaron Johnson. 101 million chips with 7 to go. He is second in chips out of the final 7. He's already locked up $188,000.
Good for him, man.
But if he wins the whole thing, $1.1 million. And he's got a good chance because there's 4 very short stacks out of the 7. So your biggest sweat so far is this one.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. If somebody from Minnesota wins a bracelet, I'll be glad to pay $100.
Even somebody you don't know? I understand if it was Kat or Blake or something.
But it'll be the only time you'll win money from the World Series of Poker.
Good call.
I mean...
New topic.
Did you win last year?
Yeah.
Oh, well, then never mind. It'll be the second time. But yeah, I'm fine. I don't care.
I feel sorry for you.
I already won my Celtics bet.
You sure did.
But yeah.
So whoever wins this round right here gets a bracelet.
Yep.
But then the main event's coming up in 2 weeks.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you just circle right back around. You just put that to bed and you just enter that tournament as well.
The pros play some of them 30, 40, 50 events a summer.
Sorry if you said this, Core. How many events are left?
This is event 38, and they're probably through. So probably 50 more to go.
Okay.
Give or take.
Sweet, man.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Complete left turn. I apologize, Corey. I just read something I'm astounded by. And to your point, Saucy, I apologize if we've talked about this. Do you remember when that cargo ship hit the Baltimore Bridge, obviously?
Yeah.
Right? Crew members who have been stuck aboard a cargo ship since the Baltimore Bridge collapsed 12 weeks ago may soon be able to go home.
Wait, what?
My God.
I thought a couple weeks ago they finally got let out. Wasn't that like 2 weeks ago?
Over 20 crew members from India and Sri Lanka have been stuck on the ship.
Oh, my God.
This week, lawyers for the city of Baltimore have reached a deal with the owner of the ship that would allow 8 of the crew members to fly home. So they haven't been able to leave the ship because, I guess because the ship can't move. It's obviously broken, but they're not allowed to come off the ship because they don't have the right documentation to be in America.
Well, so in regulation said that the boats have to be manned. Somebody has to be on the boat at all times.
Right.
So that was the original reason why they couldn't leave. But I thought we heard a story like 2 weeks ago when they finally backed it away that was going to be their end of their shift
Maybe
and they were going to
some of them,
swap them out. But, man, what's taking so long?
12 weeks they've been on that boat?
Man.
Dang, man.
Of course,
They've been giving them food.
Oh, for sure.
Right?
For sure.
I mean,
It's not an alive situation where they're fighting for their lives.
But the U.S. is supplying them the food. You know what I'm saying?
I think
it's
so,
not.
yeah.
Right. I would guess so, sure.
Yeah.
I just, wow.
But originally, like when it first happened, they were talking about how they were going to be stuck because there were so many safety issues, right? They weren't sure how long it was going to take to get the boat away from the wreckage.
Right.
If there was still a risk of collapse or different, whatever. First couple of days, it makes sense. It's like, hey, we don't know who we can get on and off this boat. But then afterwards, they started telling all of us, well, somebody has to be on this boat. It's still a boat that has to be manned.
But you would think they could do shifts. You
Yeah,
know, I mean, like,
you would think there could be shifts.
But
I
if you
don't
don't have the
understand that.
documentation to be on land in the United States, then technically you couldn't get off the boat.
I know, but can't we find some common sense?
Correct.
You shouldn't think
loopholes
so.
and say, can we just put them somewhere for a couple of days until we can get them back to their countries that they're supposed to be headed
I
back
would think
to?
so.
Right.
Crazy.
I mean, how hard can that be to
Let
say?
me ask you a
I can't see
question.
that
It's a special.
Let me ask a question that
Little
maybe
bit of a
nobody knows the
special
answer to.
circumstance.
Maybe dumb. How long do you think, Corey, like a cargo ship is out to sea when they go across the sea?
Great question. It might be months. I have no
I
idea.
don't know. So
Yeah,
maybe
I
it's
don't
no big
know.
deal for them to be on for 12 weeks. I have no idea.
Yeah, no idea.
Here's another thing I can't believe. A new study says last year's massive train derailment in Ohio, if you guys remember that, spread hazardous materials and pollution across 16 states.
16.
Yeah.
Jeez.
The
Is that
study,
because they burned it?
I don't. Let's see. The study published Wednesday looked at the 2023 derailment in East Palestine. Palestine, actually, is how you say it, where a Norfolk Southern freight train carrying hazardous materials went off the rails, sent toxic chemicals into the air, into the water, and into the soil. And that spread by water and air across 16 states.
Are we one of the 16?
No.
The average container shipping time is 27 to 46 days.
Okay. So that's more, but yeah.
Yeah, that train derailment thing, if I understand it correctly, is that the state's environmental agency basically, just light it on fire, we'll get rid of it. And that was like the worst thing they could have done.
No kidding.
So there was just a bunch of freaking clowns that were running that show that caused even more damage.
Man, it's like they tried when they blew up that whale on the beach that one time. Remember that?
I think Nordo's okay.
That freaking dead whale scene from Reno 911.
Oh my God, dude. Yeah, that's what that's modeled after, by the way.
Oh,
That
really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Okay.
That's such a funny scene.
Oh,
It is.
that movie's
Brilliant.
great.
What about when she pulls the dude over and has him you walk in the straight line and he
God.
starts dancing and then they
Yeah.
have a dance off?
Yeah,
That's
she
show,
goes,
man.
God, you're great at that.
You're great. You got great balance. Let's see if you can do this.
Are you? Yeah. Then he does the bit where he's like, I'd do a barrel roll into a high kick, and she goes, God, are you a dancer? And he goes, No. I'm just drunk. It's so good.
Have you seen it, Ben, or not?
No.
Reno
911?
911? Oh,
the movie.
man.
The movie, no.
Yeah, very funny.
Oh, so good, dude.
I love that show. Love that movie.
Everything Terry says is true. It's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pee Wee Herman.
Pee Wee
Yeah,
Herman
Pee Wee
shows up
Herman,
as
his
his dad.
dad.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
look
I got that plane for him for Flag Day. Just completely
Yeah, look at my
validates.
lie just appear. Yeah, it's
So good.
The jacuzzi's on. It's so funny. It's so
Love it.
dumb, but it's funny.
Yep.
Yeah.
Finally, before we go to break, how about this? A star's 3,000-year-old explosion will soon be visible from Earth. NASA scientists call it a once-in-a-lifetime event. The explosion will be visible for a few days between now and September, burning bright enough to appear as a new star in the sky. A light year is the distance light travels in 1 year. So scientists have concluded the so-called blaze star explosion happened 3,000 years ago, and we will see it between now and September. Brilliant.
That blows my mind.
That's so cool.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I think this is with telescopes and stuff like that. But again, so you could technically be seeing a star, but because it takes the light so far to get here, you could be looking into the past. You could see,
correct.
Wow.
Yeah.
you could
Yeah,
see
thousands
light,
of years in the
right? You could
past.
see light in the sky and go, "Oh, look
Yeah.
at that beautiful star." It might have exploded a long time ago, but it takes so long for the light to get here.
That's all the night sky is, man. It's all the past.
Man,
If that isn't
Dude.
the mantra of every stoner of all time,
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
How many milligrams you on right now?
that's all the night sky,
That's
brother.
right, man.
Yeah, man.
Don't worry
It's
about
all
it. We
in
are
the
but a
past.
blink in the eyelash of the Lord.
We're all gonna be gone soon.
The
man.
sky's just a graveyard of light.
You want a kiss, man?
None of this matters, man.
Yeah, Tommy.
so
why are you
insignificant.
taking your shirt off?
We're all stars.
Yeah, Zach, we are just all stardust. You know that, right?
We're golden.
Does any of this mean anything? Are you a nihilist?
Year-old
Yeah,
carbon.
that must be exhausting.
All in all, we're just another brick in the wall.
I see what you did
Gotta
there.
get ourselves back
Yeah.
to the garden.
Where there's
We should order
life,
some
man.
pizza though. Being stoned and getting hot pizza is A+. The
best.
Oh, the best.
You know,
man.
there, as good as asking to order pizza is, how good is it when somebody else asks and you get to be like,
because you've been thinking about it
Yeah.
for
Yes.
25
the
minutes.
best.
Yeah, and you're like, yes.
I second.
Yeah.
And then they're like, yeah, let's get some wings too.
Oh, and
Oh,
some
yeah.
breadsticks.
You have to add in the
Yeah.
wings.
No, and we'll get some breadsticks. man.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. How quickly can it be here? Should we walk to get it? No. We'll just sit here, man. Should we get high more? Yeah.
We
Oh,
passed
yeah.
Billy Bong
Oh,
Thornton.
the best.
Billy
Oh.
Bong.
And then you hear that you watch it on the app, and it like says
Yeah.
Roxy's making your pizza. And you're
Oh.
like, yeah.
Thank
And
you,
you give the updates to your
Yeah,
homies.
of
Yeah.
course,
Oh,
yeah.
she's making the pizza, guys.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah.
You're at your door way
Oh,
too early.
it's on its way, man.
You guys got problems.
Oh no, it's the best.
You're
Just
sitting-
harmless fun,
You're sitting
man.
at the door. You know it's still
Oh.
going to be another 10 minutes, but you don't care. Because you
got
either
the
sit at the
plates
door
out an hour ago.
Yeah, you get
Oh,
it
yeah.
ready, you get ready for it, or you fall asleep
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you wake up next day and it's on your doorstep.
Or when you order food and you you're going to eat it in a hotel room all by yourself, and you're just orbiting the other side of the
that's
moon.
the best.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, but what I think we're learning here, and this doesn't shock anyone, is it's not Sauce's fascination with weed. It's your love of food.
Oh, I love eating, man. But when you get high and you're like, oh, that's
Everything
so good.
tastes like 3 times as good.
Oh, yeah.
Man, I will never forget
Everything.
We were in Vegas for our anniversary, and Kim and I were just smashed, and we decided we'd order dessert, but it was in Vegas, so it took forever to get there. So we'd both
Room
passed
service?
out. Yeah,
Yeah.
we'd both passed out by the time it got there, but it was ice cream,
Yeah.
and so I had to eat it.
Yeah.
So you wake up from a dead sleep, hungover, and you're eating hot fudge sundaes.
Yeah.
And I ordered like 9 of them.
Of course.
Right.
Yeah.
And they were
And you were
$30
winning,
a
and you were
piece.
winning cash.
Yeah,
You didn't
right.
care.
Yeah, what I care. Right?
Yeah, we were there like 2 years ago, and on Sunday we went to the Circa bit and watched NFL football. Tommy shows up with a bag of Taco
don't
Bell.
call her that.
And it was like $70, and we're all like, "Wow, you ordered $70 of the Taco Bell at 7 a.m." Nope, he ordered it last night, passed out, but he brought it with him.
Oh, it's still good.
Yeah,
that's
he
Taco
ordered-
Bell.
Yeah, he ordered
Yeah.
at 3 a.m. passed out.
Hey, happy
It wasn't
birthday.
that bad.
That's right. Happy birthday, Mervin. Love you, brother, from of
the
course.
department store.
No, Aquarius Home Services. My guy Mervin.
Oh.
Love him.
Oh, that place wails.
They're whales.
Yeah.
Headlines next. Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
Come again. Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
Coming back to Las Vegas. September 20th and 21st. Streaming live only on Hulu.
Don't miss.
Big Sean, Camila Cabello, Doja Cat, Gwen Stefani, Hozier, Keith Urban, New Kids on the Block, Paramore, Shabuzi, The Black Crow.
Internet that's everything you imagine, and then some. Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed. Sign up today for an internet service monthly rate with peace of mind.
New.
What if I've been with Verizon forever?
Oh, yeah. You see, new and existing customers get the amazing iPhone 15 with tons of storage on us. With any iPhone trade, any model, any condition. Guaranteed with unlimited ultimate.
Here's one. What if?
That's a yes. There's a deal out there for everyone. Only at Verizon. $829.99, 128 gigabyte only device payment or full retail purchase with new or upgrade smartphone line on unlimited ultimate plan. Minimum $90 a month with auto pay plus taxes and fees for 36 months required. Less $830 trade-in/promo credit applied over 36 months. Promo credit ends if eligibility requirements are no longer met. 0% APR. Trade-in terms apply.
NBC play-by-play action of Team USA, plus NBC's top Olympic moments, original Summer Games podcasts, and live hourly updates from the games in Paris on the iHeart app and right here on this station. Be sure you have the free iHeart app, the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics.
iHeartRadio. Minnesota State Week is June 24th through 28th. Explore any of the 33 colleges and universities of Minnesota State and apply for free. Get a head start on your future with Minnesota State Week, June 24th through 28th. Learn more at minnState.edu.
If you've listened to the Power Trip Morning Show for a long time, you've heard me say a million times over that Luther buys used cars. But if you haven't heard me say that in the past, you should know that if you have a vehicle that you would like to sell, Luther's the place to go. They're going to get you a great deal, and they're going to get you an offer fast. You drive your vehicle in, ask for an offer, in about 15 minutes, they'll give you one. It's fast, it's simple, it's safe, and they're looking for all makes, all models, and all price ranges. So if you think your vehicle is worth hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars, or tens of thousands of dollars, Luther wants to see it. Luther wants to make you an offer, and they handle all of the paperwork. So you're going to get great customer service, a great offer, and you're going to get some cash, and they're going to get inventory. So everybody wins. Everybody's happy. This is a year-round thing, but don't forget about it today, June 20th. If you're on the brink of selling it anyway, just sell it to Luther, because Luther buys used cars. If you know where a dealership is, make today the day. If you don't, go to lutherauto.com and find one near you. That's lutherauto.com.
Standard Water Control is the basement hero, the Midwest's expert for waterproofing and foundation repair since 1977. Standard Water fixes all wet and humid basement issues. Radon, too. Peace of mind starting at just $199. Visit standardwater.com. Standardwater.com.
At Anderson, we understand the challenges of builders and contractors better than most. Here's proof from real pros.
The best service department is the one you don't need, right? But when you do, I know they're going to be there.
The 400 series has earned my trust to the point where we have put it in our own home.
When somebody says Anderson, everybody responds quality.
Helping builders and contractors craft their legacy. Anderson, the #1 trusted window and door brand. Claims based on 2022 Anderson brand surveys of U.S. contractors and builders.
Hey, Corey Cove, Power Trip Morning Show for Borgert and BorgertProducts.com. The kiddos' grad party is Saturday. A couple months ago, my wife said, we really should do a patio at some point, and why not get it done before Bailey's graduation party? And I said, all right, where do we turn? And she went to BorgertProducts.com, requested the catalog, started putting together her dream patio with the best pavers you could possibly imagine. We got a fire pit put in. We got a retaining wall to help with some water issues we had in our backyard. Borgert products are awesome. It's Borgert, BorgertProducts.com. Best pavers ever. And this is a Minnesota-based company. They're over 100 years old. Our dream patio is in. It's done. It got done in time for the grad party. If you have a dream patio in your mind, get to that website, BorgertProducts.com. Do it today.
Look at your cup holder. It's empty, and you're feeling thirsty. Head to a nearby convenience store and fill it with a Pepsi Zero Sugar, Mountain Dew, or Starry. Grab a delicious, refreshing Pepsi for the road.
The tenants of your rental property are great at throwing loud parties. Paying the rent on time, not so great. Let RentersWarehouse.com take the stress out of property management. They specialize in locating reliable tenants for your property, usually in a matter of days. Our professionals do it all, including rent collection and maintenance coordination, all for one flat monthly fee. Find out how much your home will rent for. Get your free home price analysis at RentersWarehouse.com. That's RentersWarehouse.com.
Meat Sauce here from my friends at St. Croix Casino Turtle Lake. The best place to bet on sports is with my friends at St. Croix Casino Turtle Lake. All the betting you want to do is done there. All the sports betting is just a drive away, and it's the shortest sports betting drive from the Twin Cities. Check it out at GoPlayWin.com. All the other things you want to do, Texas Hold'em, craps, roulette, you can do with my friends at St. Croix Casino Turtle Lake. Find your fortune there. GoPlayWin.com. St. Croix Casino Turtle Lake. Bye.
At Arthur's Jewelers, no boring rings are allowed. You'll love our collection of unique, stylish pieces. Every ring is a game changer. Explore the elegance of the Viraggio collection of engagement and anniversary rings and say hello to unique designs that steal the spotlight with stunning side views exclusively at Arthur's.
Now back to the 651 Carpets Plus, home of the Next Day Install Studios. It's the Power Trip on the Fan.
Get ready to laugh the night away when comedian Russell Peters heads to Treasure Island. Don't miss the hilarious and unapologetic comic when he takes the stage at the Island Event Center on November 29. Tickets go on sale this Friday at 10, and you can get yours at ticasino.com.
How long are you going to talk?
Welcome back, Power Trip Morning Show. Final segment. Ben Leber is here. Hi, Ben.
Hi.
What's going on in the world, Ben Leber? What's up? What are you laughing about? What?
I really thought that he was going to answer that question when you hit that button. When you said, how long are you going to talk? And I looked at Zach, and I'm like, he's actually going to answer that question. I thought he was going to say something kind of pithy.
Yeah.
And he didn't, then I saw his mouth moving, and then he didn't say anything. So then I'm now just giggling, because then Sauce saw the same thing. And I'm like,
I thought he was going to respond.
Yeah, I thought he was going to respond with something funny, but he didn't.
He did not.
Man, nothing's going on in my world. I'm just chasing kids around.
Yeah. What's new with the TV show?
Yeah, man. Not a whole lot. You know, we're going to be down at Chester's in Rochester.
Ooh, I like that place.
Next Thursday. So that's a free show. That's a big deal. So we're going to be highlighting all of Rochester next week.
Yeah, Rochester's the best, man.
So are you not on this show next Thursday?
No, I'll be around.
You will. Then just leave right after the show.
Yeah, I'll just leave. Yeah, I mean, it's like what, an hour and a half drive?
Yeah, something like that.
Not bad at all.
Yeah, I'll probably leave. I don't know. I think we got like some sort of promotional thing to shoot down there too. So I'll probably leave at like 11:30 or so.
Rose.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
The toy she really wants.
Are you gonna do a segment on the on your show about
the toy she really wants?
It's possible.
Come on, Tom.
I mean, it would fit the demo.
It would.
Yeah, it really would.
They need to know what's available.
Twin Cities Live After Dark.
Yeah, that's actually a really good idea.
I still think.
We've talked about it many times.
Midnight
it's
to
probably
2.
Yeah.
Ben, did you hear my $1 million invention?
What's that?
Kitty glitter.
Glitter box.
Yeah.
With a glitter box, so you put some glitter in kitty litter, so it doesn't look so bad when you have to get it out of the the poopy out.
So it's still going to smell the same. We did ask him that question.
Well,
it doesn't address the smell. It just addresses
So
the
aesthetically, it just looks better.
It looks like glitter.
Looks like little tiny disco balls.
The glitter box.
Yeah.
That's not bad, Hogs.
I
It's not
think
bad.
it's a good idea.
As long as it's still just regular, full, super clumping litter.
Oh, it's got a clump.
Yeah, it's got a clump.
Yeah, there's got to be some clumping going on.
Then I
That
guess I don't
idea
give an
is
ass what it
just
looks like.
The worst.
I don't care what
Morgan,
you say.
you know what?
Morgan.
Shut your
Yeah,
face.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
Thank you. Here we go. We ready?
Now it's time for headlines.
Headlines brought to you by our friends at Wolf River Electric. If you want to get turned on and go solar, reach out to my friends at Wolf River Electric. Those panels, go solar. Tonight, the Summer Olympic Trials on NBC.
Yeah.
Do you guys watch the trials, or do you waiting for the? Are you wait for the whatever?
I don't
No, I
find
just watch
myself
the
watching the
highlights.
trials.
Yeah,
I don't find myself doing it.
I'm just watching the action.
What sport?
I don't even know. Not sure.
Why?
I think
Which one?
swimming might be
Probably
first.
multiple.
Well, swimming's going on right now.
Yeah,
so
they're
it's
really
really
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was one last night, I think.
Oh, was there?
Yeah,
They're doing it down in Indy.
Katie Ledecky.
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 She's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about the local gal, Reagan Smith?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. She's tearing it up, too.
Yeah, she broke the world record.
That's sweet.
Where's
That'd
she
be a
from?
cool feeling.
Lakeville.
That's right. Yeah, went to the U, broke all those records.
Yeah.
49 years ago today. How time flies. June 20th, 1975.
The O.J. Simpson car chase.
No, June 20th, 1975. Hold on.
You say 1975.
49 years ago.
Wait. It's not Jaws. That's before Jaws.
It is Jaws.
Is it?
Wow. Is it Jaws?
1975.
Wow, man.
The blockbuster summer phenomenon basically kicked off with
it.
Jaws. Steven Spielberg started the whole thing that the big time movies came out in the summer blockbuster. At the time, it was the highest grossing movie ever, earning $260 million. But then a couple of years later, Star Wars came out and it made $307. But at the time, Jaws was the biggest. It was gigantic.
I would like to see a list of movies back 50 years ago that still hold up today. Because I will
the list
argue
is
that
relatively short.
it's got to be very short.
And Jaws is one of them.
And Jaws is one of them.
It holds up.
God,
For
it's
sure.
good.
It's so good. Zach, your hands up.
Can I ask a stupid question?
Yes,
Can't
please.
wait.
Ask a soupy question.
Yeah, ask a soupy question.
Was there AC in the 70s at movie theaters?
You're kidding, right?
Because
Ben is looking at you
I
like
don't
a
know.
disappointed
No.
father.
I'm curious.
my mom grew up and they
I'm
didn't
curious.
have AC at her house
At her house,
in
but-
the 70s, but they had it in the big places.
The big places, Corey.
Maybe I'm crazy. I would think so.
I would think so.
AC was invented in what year?
That's what we're asking.
Well, but Zach's not even just asking about whether was it around. It was it in theaters in the 70s?
Was that one of those things where like, well, it's hot outside, let's go? And one of the few places with air conditioning would have been the movie.
Well, that's what I was thinking. I feel like that's been a thing for a while, right?
'Cause my guess is AC way predates the 70s, but you're talking about
But
in
does it
theaters.
though? What is the year?
1902.
Yeah, I was gonna say. What? Yeah.
I thought it was new.
But I'm sure you're not that far off, Zacho, because I bet a lot of places set up like on their wall or whatever outside that we have AC so people will come in. I bet they advertised it.
Like the
'Cause it wasn't
Max in
everywhere.
California did.
Yeah, I think they did. Yeah, man.
Interesting.
Yeah. I didn't think that was as soupy of a question as you thought it was going to be.
1925. It says there's theaters in New York that were installing AC.
A what?
Tiger Shark.
A what?
What a great film.
You knew that the shark was in the water.
Well, yeah, it's an ocean, you dumb B word.
Wow. Is that
Yeah, that's Roy Scheider basically improv
We
that
waited
line.
to have our kids till I was 72, and now he's been eaten.
Exactly. He was a miracle.
We didn't even know he was in there.
Oh.
I woke up one morning, there was a hand hanging out.
Oh my God.
Gross.
Fuck's sick.
Mom.
What's tickling me down there?
Wow.
Who's diddling with me? Stop it, Stan.
Stan?
And I told him not to put blood on that yellow raft, and he did it anyway. Oh, man. Such a good movie.
So good.
Max, have you not seen Jaws?
No, I still haven't seen it.
Man, I can't believe the list of movies.
I've seen the
so good.
second one or like the third
God,
one.
no.
What? That's Hawk's favorite.
It was like Shark Week a long time ago, and I remember seeing one of the. It was one of the sequels, and maybe that's what turned me off from it. I was like, this kind of sucks.
Which one is Michael Caine? The fourth one? Is that your favorite, Hawk?
It's the best one going.
3 and 4 are unwatchable.
Hawk loves them.
2 is pretty flawed, but at least it has the same cast. But 1 is one of the all-timers.
One of the all-time greats.
And to Ben's point, it holds up.
That's one bad
it just
hat,
does.
Harry.
It just holds up.
That's one bad hat, Harry.
You know what doesn't hold up? The second it was released, and even all the subsequent years afterwards.
What?
Anything dealing with the Meg.
Come on.
My boys love watching the Meg.
It's so
and
good.
the latest one with Statham is so bad.
He's in all of them, by
You
the
know
way.
what, Ben? It's time for you to leave.
Yeah, Ben.
Is he in all of them? I've
He's in
only,
all of
I've
them.
only
Oh,
seen
my
I've only
God.
seen the most recent one.
The latest one is a 9 out of 10. It's
My
so good, right, Hawk?
God, it's
Listen,
awful.
Let's break through for a second though. When they're down there
Yeah.
and they have to find their way up from the bottom of the ocean,
And
and they do,
and they have these machines that
It's
nobody else has ever invented, and they can crawl around on the ground.
it's unbelievable. And
Yeah.
that guy's still alive.
And
he was on the bottom of the ocean when that explosion happened, and he found his
and
way.
not just the bottom. Like you're talking the deepest.
The deepest, yeah, in the
like
trench.
In
Yeah.
a trench.
Yep.
Where they have to break through some sort of layer, like thermal layer.
But
Yeah,
their
where billionaires take joyrides to go
Yeah,
look
exactly.
at boats.
Yeah.
But their submarines work.
Yeah,
They
and
have
they're
equipment
basically
that
where
works down
their
there.
equipment is like little snorkel gear
Yeah.
that allows them to breathe down there.
It's ridiculous, but I love it.
Yeah. It's no Kong versus Godzilla, but what is?
It's so bad.
A documentary about boy band mogul Lou Pearlman is hitting Netflix this summer.
I don't want to watch that. Ish.
Isn't he a really bad guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's already one out there.
Oh.
YouTube did one with like Clay Aiken and a bunch of other old people connected to that. And then Aaron Carter said that he didn't do anything wrong, but I don't know how much you can believe
Do
that.
anything wrong?
didn't know that.
Like what? Like what accusation?
There was, there was assault accusations. There was, and just overall, just controlling. I mean, that's why In Sync, when they came out with that music video where they're all puppets and they're brave, bye. If you listen to the lyrics, yeah, that's what that's about.
No
so
kidding.
breaking free.
All right, guys. Well,
All right,
on
Ben.
that sexual assault note, I got to go.
Ben, you're the best.
It's been real.
We love you.
I'll see you Monday.
Yep.
See you Monday.
Every day's a day closer to football season, brother.
That's right.
Let's roll.
Right on.
Love you, brother.
There he goes. Love you, man. See ya.
Queen sold their catalog to Sony for $1.27 billion.
Can you believe it?
Dollars.
Dear God.
Yeah.
$1.27 billion.
That's such an unbelievable. I mean, incredible. That's the entire catalog, by the way. Not like I think Bruce sold half of his, I think, something like that, or 50% of the rights or something. They sold all the rights. But geez, Louise.
Is there has to be like this might be a stupid question.
Can't wait.
I might not know the answer either. I mean, I don't know.
But I'm asking Hockey because he's kind when I ask dumb things.
Oh, thank you.
There's got to be, where does the money that Freddie would get go?
I'm sure he's got an estate.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I don't know.
I
Like
think if
Louisiana or
Yeah, probably the state of
Arkansas.
But think if you're part of that estate, man.
Yeah.
Oh, we just got, sweet. Let's go party.
Wow, that's a hell of a reenactment.
I was there.
So in that scenario, people were excited to get extra money?
Yeah.
AJ McClain of the Backstreet Boys wants to go by his full name, Alexander James, because he says AJ is just a persona.
Oh. Alexander James, my boy's name.
Oh.
Did you name him after AJ McClain of the
I
Backstreet
think they
Boys?
may be about the same age. No, probably not. That's dumb. I bet he's in your age, right? AJ McClain?
Yeah, because he was in his early 20s in the late 90s.
Yeah.
So he's probably, 5-6 years older than me.
Yeah.
Maybe more. Anyway,
Yeah, nobody
AJ
cares,
is a
AJ
persona.
Nobody cares.
Yeah.
Scott Weiland's widow of Stone Temple Pilots,
Yeah, sure.
she wasn't in the band, but he was, says he didn't die of an overdose, which is what the coroner said.
Huh.
She said one of the main arteries in his heart was 95% blocked from years of heroin use.
Jeez.
Did he shoot it into his heart?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Didn't she also wrote some like scathing article in Rolling Stones about how he's not a hero and he was a horrible person. She savaged him like a week after he died.
Way to go, Bloomington.
I don't think it was Bloomington's fault.
Yeah.
A guy in Michigan hit the lottery for $7.2 million
Oh, good for him.
and says it only happened because he listened to some advice that his dad gave him.
Ooh, what was it?
He used to play different numbers every time, right? We'd do the random picks or something. But his dad told him, choose a set of numbers that you like and stick with them and play the same numbers every time.
Oh, neat. Yeah.
I mean, I don't think his dad understands probability, but still.
That's okay.
It worked.
It worked because he's been playing the same numbers for a couple of years now, and they finally hit. It was 22, 24, 26, only if she's 5'3", 40, 41, 44.
Wow.
So he stuck with those numbers, and he won $7.2 million.
Wouldn't that help a little bit? Because aren't you kind of doubling the randomness if you
If you do
ask
the
for
same thing
random
every
numbers
week, yeah,
every single
right.
time?
It-
You're basically rolling
that's
the
a
dice
really good
twice.
question. Does it make it longer odds if you're doubling it by being random every time?
No.
Okay. I really don't know stuff like that.
Like, let's
I
say-
don't even think about it. It hurts my head.
Look at it like this. So here, let's just take one ball. There's 6 balls here, right?
I got about 2,
There's
4,
6.
6,
there's
8,
about-
10,
Let's
12.
say someone's missing a couple.
Let's say the balls are numbered 1 to 50.
Sure.
If this guy's first magic number is 22, what are the chances that ball hits?
1 in
1 in 50.
50.
Now pick any other random number.
7.
What are the chances that one hits?
1 in 50.
1 in 50. It doesn't matter.
So you have, is what you're saying, and I'm just asking. If you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you have the same odds.
Exact same odds.
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. Oh, man. Math is so hard for me.
Yeah, I hate math.
Honestly, I'm not even kidding you. Like, you guys start talking numbers,
Preach.
and my brain can't do it.
Preach.
Yeah, preach.
Zach just says preach.
Well,
Yeah.
hold on one second.
Go ahead.
You know what I'm doing.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Jesus is my friend. Jesus is a friend of mine.
Well, this guy's going to need some help. So, man, we always talk about this. Kidnapping based on opportunity, not calculation.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you're going to tell me. Yeah.
We talk about that once in a while. Though, like, if you just get randomly kidnapped, did that guy leave the house? It's always a guy. Did that guy leave the house going, I'm going to grab a kid today?
Yeah.
Or are you just driving along, and going,
Yeah, right.
hey, a kid. I wonder if I should just grab that kid. You know what I'm saying?
Sure,
sure.
I would think
Right.
almost every kidnapper on the planet at least says, today's the day I'm going to kidnap
Crime of
somebody.
chance.
Right.
Right.
You're going for it. This is why you don't just take an opportunity when you see it. And this is not kidnap related. This is bank robbery related. But dear God, how dumb are people? 33-year-old guy in Florida goes to a Wells Fargo to take out $80. He wanted $80. This is a Saturday. And the bank was closed. But an employee forgot to lock the doors, which, how does that happen at a bank?
Yeah.
But it did. So no one was there. So he figured, well, no one's at this bank. I should just rob the bank. So this is truly a guy was going to go get $80 out, but now crime of opportunity. No one's here. I should rob this place. Well, this guy's very smart. He leaves, goes to a nearby gas station to buy a bandana to hide his identity.
Come on.
Like the cameras haven't already seen him open the door.
And don't know. Yeah. Correct.
Then he went back to the bank and walked right in. There was an issue with the security system, so the cops didn't get a call until about an hour later, which, again, employee doesn't lock the door and the security system is on an hour delay. What kind of hellhole is this bank?
He's in on it.
But they eventually managed to still track him down and arrest him. His name is Colton something, whatever. I can't pronounce his last name. It doesn't matter. Here's how dumb this idiot is.
Give it to me.
He rifled through some of the bank drawers, couldn't find any money. So he left empty-handed.
Oh.
And now he's arrested anyway. So goes to a bank, tries to get $80, tries to rob it. All the drawers are empty, gets arrested for robbery anyway. What an idiot.
Man.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Real bad day.
What an idiot.
Now, if you were a good bank robber, you'd say, this bank has some leaks.
Yep.
They leave the door unlocked once in a while. The security system apparently isn't functioning because I've been here for minutes and the cops aren't here.
Yeah.
I would just say, this might be a bank I should stake out for a couple of months. There might be a way I can rob this if I think about it and plan it more instead of just going, You know what I'm going to do? Go to that gas station and buy a bandana and walk back in and see what happens.
Don't meat
Zach, your
sauce it.
hands up.
Don't you call a friend and then have them do it? Like if I ran into a bank and I realized it was open, I would just call you so you can assemble your
heist team.
Right.
Plus, you're already on camera.
Yeah.
Right? You got to get somebody that hasn't been seen by the cameras yet.
Correct.
Because you were already messing with the door.
And I'll show up at the party later, if that's okay.
I don't know. Depends on how much we get.
I got a finder's fee.
Yeah.
No, that's not how.
Reader's Digest, which I guess is still a thing.
Yeah, Hawk loves it.
Did a list of old-timey slangs that we should bring back.
Yeah.
Oh,
Slang,
these are
not,
the best.
not slurs.
Okay.
Slangs.
Well, one and the same.
Gas pipes. Anybody know what gas pipes are? I didn't know any of these, by the way, all
Pipe,
five.
Gas pipe. Somebody's.
Gas
Singing?
That's when you fool
Is
somebody.
that when you fart?
Nope, this is a term for someone's
gaslighting.
legs when their pants are too tight. So look at that hipster with his stupid gas pipes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's not bad.
So they want us to
I
bring
don't know.
back gas pipes.
That's hot.
I'm going to be careful here. Pumblechook.
Oh my.
Someone who's greedy and pompous. Apparently, it's the name of a character in Great Expectations, somebody named Uncle Pumblechook.
Oh, yeah. Good old Uncle Pumblechook.
Giggle mug. Someone who smiles too much or is constantly grinning.
The Joker?
Yeah, he would be a giggle mug. It's the opposite of resting bee face.
Yeah. None of these are doing anything for me.
Just so you hate happiness that you have to come up with a word for someone who smiles too much.
It's a giggle mug.
A giggle mug.
Arf, arf, and arf.
Is that
What now?
Yeah, ARF hyphen ARF hyphen AN hyphen ARF. Arf, arf, and arf.
Who let the dogs out?
This is a British term for a drunk person. Like, don't give him another beer. He's already arf, arf, and arf.
My God.
My God.
That's a lot of work.
Arf, arf, and arf.
And last but not least, and this is the reason I brought it up altogether, I would have probably skipped this whole bit without this one. Sauce box
Okay.
Wow.
Oh.
is another term for just your mouth. Like, quote, I'm sick of listening to you. Shut your sauce box.
Oh, I love it.
That's what the actual
I love
example
it.
they
I
use.
love it so much.
I got
Your sauce box.
for you, pal.
I'm sick of listening to you. Shut your sauce box.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
You guys have every
I'm
right
going to
tell
say
me
that all the time.
Yeah.
I'm
shut
going to tell
your
you to
sauce.
shut your sauce box.
Yeah.
Show us your sauce box.
Okay,
Don't show
calm
it to
down.
me, please.
2 to go. A new report in Bloomberg says employers have added different perks to try to get people back in the office over the last handful of years, like fancy coffee, yoga classes, DJ parties, and more. But they have found that one of the things that is getting employees to come back, desks.
Oh.
Now, you may say, what are you talking about? Every office building in the world has desks. Well, do you remember right before COVID, one of the new wave things was what they called hot desking, which is no one has their own permanent desk. You just come into work and grab a spot to sit and start working.
Okay. Yeah.
I guess workers hate that. So it's if you give them a permanent desk that is theirs, they have more ownership of it and they're more likely to go back to the office. The idea of, so I'm just going to go to work and just find a random table and just sit there like it's a middle school lunchroom.
Yeah, correct.
That doesn't do much for adults, apparently. So they're finding if you give employees their own desk, they are more likely to go back to the office.
Routine.
Did you see DJ parties?
It did say DJ parties.
Can we get one of those over here?
I don't need one of those.
No.
Let's save the
Can we
money.
get the performance room a bumping?
I don't think so.
It'll be at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, though.
Yeah.
All right, last but not least. Now, I want, before you immediately dismiss this, think about it.
All right.
There's a guy in Wyoming. He's 42 years old.
Yeah.
And he is running for office. He's running for mayor.
So like
Zach's listing.
He's got power.
But instead of listing his own name when he filed to run, he listed the name of an AI chatbot named Vic.
Uh-oh.
It's built on top of ChatGPT.
All right.
But here's the catch. If elected, he says he will use ChatGPT to make, quote, all of his decisions.
Wow.
Because he thinks it would do a better job than normal politicians. So long story longer, he's disqualified because you can't do that. And also ChatGPT is not happy because you can't use it for political campaigning or lobbying.
Yeah.
But what it has started, though, is the conversation, or at least the idea of, if ChatGPT or if AI truly is more optimal or efficient,
yeah.
We don't want a, quote, robot to actually be the rep, but what if the rep was the conduit and just said, I'm going to ask artificial intelligence for the best possible answer to all of this and take the opinion out of it and just go with the numbers and just crunch the numbers just to be more efficient. I think we are definitely going to see a version of this in our lifetime. Hey, for God's sakes, Reagan was using like tarot cards.
Yeah, right.
I'd rather...
Was he really?
Yeah. He was into astrology and garbage like that, I think. So I think I would much rather trust artificial intelligence.
What if you had 5 people in the room and a computer? Ask them all. See what see what AI has to say. And if it says, destroy the world, maybe don't do that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But, why not consult AI, which is supposed to be able to combine all the known knowledge of humanity. Ask it the question, see what it says. You don't have to do what it tells you.
Yeah, and how about this guy? I don't know what political party, quote, he was going to run on, but he didn't say one side over the other. He just basically said, I think this could do better than anything. Yeah, Congress's current approval rating, 13%. So I think his point was, how bad can AI be if we just let ChatGPT make all the decisions?
Correct.
Hey,
we're going to see something like this in our lifetime.
Yes, we are.
Real quick, you guys may remember Jason Schmidt from Smoking Brews and Q's brings in that.
Q's to die for.
Yeah, so good. He and his buddies are biking across Minnesota for Shield 616. It's a nonprofit raising money for law enforcement to get high-velocity bulletproof vests. Today, they're riding from Winona to Moorhead. They're going all the way across. Actually, that was yesterday. Today, they go Owatonna to Burnsville. Oh, wow. All the way across Minnesota. So good job, Jason, and all your buddies out there raising money for Shield 616.
Good for them.
Be careful out there. Watch out for the bicyclists, please.
Paul, would you just shut your sauce box and let the guy talk about a charity ride?
For sure. Anytime you need me to do what?
Shut your sauce box. That's hard to say without swearing.
It really
Correct.
is, yeah.
That's why I will not be saying it.
Initials tomorrow at 8:15. Friday, the Power Trip Morning Show starts at 5:30 tomorrow morning. 9 to noon is next. See you.
Everybody have a wonderful day.
You too, Abadema.
KFAN Total Traffic.
From the Quick Trip Traffic Center, here's a look at the roads. 82nd Street remains shut down in both directions between Emerson and DuPont with fallen power cables. That's still an active scene there. 94 westbound stop and go Hiawatha to Hennepin Lyndale, and crosstown westbound, you're a little bit tight Lyndale to Penn Avenue. 494 westbound Nicollet Avenue to France Avenue slow. 35W northbound 42nd Street to 94 is heavy. That's traffic on the Fan. Traffic is sponsored by Luther Brookdale Mitsubishi.
Perception. Car buying is stressful. Reality. It's easy to do business with us. Perception. Interest rates are high. Reality. Luther Brookdale Mitsubishi is offering 0% for 48 months and up to $1,750 off on Outlanders. See dealer for details. Exclusively at Luther Mitsubishi.
Future of medicine.
Internet that's everything you imagine, and then some. Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed. Sign up today and get internet with a price for life. Keep your internet service monthly rate for as long as you keep your plan. Internet service monthly rate subject to continued plan availability.
Medicine. They can restore and repair damaged tissue without surgery.